Hello. Welcome to another journey on this white paper. Here, we don't just draw a few lines on paper. Here, with every line, we define an emotion. With every shadow, we bring a hidden thought to the surface. And with every image that takes shape, we try to tell a story that perhaps exists somewhere inside all of us. I have always believed that every painting, before it comes to life on paper, is a journey from the mind, from imagination, from emotion. And today, I want to invite you to the journey of this girl, a girl whose head is filled with flowers that are a symbol of life, a symbol of growth, a symbol of hope. But her eyes are closed. When this image formed in my mind, I asked myself a question. How is it possible for someone to carry so much beauty within themselves, yet be unable to see it? Then I thought, maybe it is not always something outside of us that prevents us from seeing. Sometimes it is something within us. Sometimes that thing is called fear. Fear of failure. Fear of being judged. Fear of taking a step and not getting the result we hoped for. Fear is the strangest human emotion because so often it appears in the form of protecting us. It tells us, wait, you're not ready yet. Now is not the right time. What if you fail? And little by little, we begin to believe that staying safe is better than trying. But what fear never tells us is this: no one has ever grown by staying in a safe place. A seed, if it always remains buried in the soil, will never become a tree. A butterfly, if it is afraid of breaking its cocoon, will never experience flying. And a mountain climber, when standing at the bottom of a mountain, cannot be certain that they will reach the summit. They don't know what the weather will be like. They don't know how difficult the path will be. They don't know how many times they will become tired. But they know one thing: if they don't take the first step, they will never see the view from the top of the mountain. Life is the same. So many times we wait for the day when we are no longer afraid. But maybe that day will never come. Courage means moving forward despite fear. It means your hand is still shaking, but you draw the first line on the page anyway. Just like a painting, no artist is completely certain about their first line. But if they are afraid of making mistakes, no image will ever be born. Beauty is the result of continuing, the result of correcting, the result of trying again, the result of believing that maybe the next line will be the one that completes the picture. Now look at this girl again. Her eyes are closed, but the flowers have still bloomed. Maybe this means that even when we cannot see the entire path, we can still grow. Sometimes we don't need to know the answers to every question in life. Sometimes we only need the courage to take the next step. Because so often, the path does not reveal itself before we begin moving. We move, and the path is created along the way. So if there is something you are afraid of today, maybe you don't need to wait for the fear to disappear. Maybe you only need to learn to have fear beside you without allowing it to choose your path. Because perhaps behind the very door you are most afraid to open is the very thing waiting for you that you have always wished to find. if you have stayed with me until this point in the journey, I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope this painting is not just an image on paper. I hope that whenever fear tries to close your eyes, you remember this girl. The girl who, even with her eyes closed, allowed flowers to bloom upon her existence. Thank you for joining me on this journey of the white page. Until the next journey, create, grow, and never allow fear to write the story of your life. Goodbye.